amended is debatable for 1 hour, equally divided and controlled by the chair and the ranking minority member of the Committee on Financial Services. The gentlewoman from California, Ms. Waters, and the gentleman from Michigan, Mr. Hasenga, each will control 30 minutes. The chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from California, Ms. Waters.
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members may have 5 legislative days within which to revise and extend their remarks on H.R. 1187 and to insert extraneous material thereon.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentlewoman from California, Ms. Waters, is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of H.R. 1187, the Corporate Governance Improvement and Investor Protection Act. H.R. 1187 is a package of bills designed to strengthen investor protections and require companies to provide environmental, social, and governance disclosures, known as ESG. And I thank my colleague, Representative Juan Vargas, for his leadership on this package. This bill provides investors with critical information on ESG matters by requiring public companies to disclose key information to shareholders regarding corporate political spending, worker pay, CEO compensation, climate risk, and country-by-country tax reporting, and provides issuers with clear, consistent standards to disclose this information. This is key information that investors have been demanding in order to make the best decisions on the short and long-term viability of the companies they are investing in. It is surprising that to this day, there are no explicit ESG requirements, and investors are left to piece together the story of a company's material risk with insufficient information. This is unacceptable. So I'm pleased that this package of bills will improve investor protections by holding public companies accountable and providing greater transparency. This package includes a number of bills authored by several hard-working members of the Financial Services Committee, specifically Representative Juan Vargas, Representative Bill Foster, Representative Nydia Velasquez, Representative Sean Caston, and Representative Sidney Axne. Specifically, Mr. Vargas's bill, the ESG Disclosure Simplification Act, requires public companies to disclose certain ESG information to shareholders, as well as the impact of the ESG policies on their strategies. Mr. Foster's bill, the Shareholder Political Transparency Act, requires public companies to submit quarterly reports to the SEC on any and all political expenditures, including dark money. Ms. Velasquez's bill, the Greater Accountability in Pay Act, sheds light on pay disparities, helping to close the gender and racial pay gap. Ms. Axne's bill, the Disclosure of Tax Havens and Offshoring Act, requires disclosures that discourage companies' use of tax havens and encourages repatriation of taxes to the United States. Mr. Caston's bill, the Climate Risk Disclosure Act, requires disclosures that encourages companies to plan for the impact of climate change on their company. Each of these bills passed the Financial Services Committee with unanimous Democratic support. I would like to thank all of these members for their work on these bills, their contributions to the legislative package, and their leadership on these important reforms to protect investors and hold corporations accountable. This package is the right thing to do for investors and our markets. It's past time that Congress make ESG requirements explicit. For these reasons, I urge my colleagues to support the bill, and I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentlewoman from California reserves. The gentleman from